Okay, so for tonight's homework, the directions say to solve the following expressions using the standard algorithm, the partial products method, and the area model. So we're going to solve it in three different ways. Today we learned about the area model in class. So we're going to start off with we're going to list all three across here. So we're going to start with our multiplicand, which is 302, and our multiplier, which is 8. And we're going to rewrite it here in the middle of 302 times 8. And then we have our area model. So what we worked with the kids today is we looked at the same process of the multiplier is always our width because we have groups of them. So we're going to put 8 here. And we're going to break this number up into its parts. And so we're going to break 302 up into its two parts. So we have to start, we have 300. And then the second piece that we have is we have 2. So now we're going to start with the area model, and we're going to solve these parts because then it leads into the partial products and then into our standard algorithm. So we find the area model. To find area, we do length times width as we've reviewed in the past. So we're going to do 8 times 300, which equals 2,400. And we think about that because 8 times 3 is 24, and there are hundreds here, so it's 24 hundredths. Next, we're going to calculate 8 times 2, which is 16. To fill in the boxes down here, all we're going to list, we're just breaking this number up using the distributive property. So 8 times 300 plus 8 times 2, and that just pulled out those numbers here. So that's how you create an area model for this. Now, for our partial products method, we're going to start with our ones place. 8 times 2 is 16, so we're going to write 16 here. 8 times 0 is going to be 0. We're going to list that here. 8 times 300 is 2,400, and we're going to list this down at the bottom, making sure to line up our numbers. Then we're going to add those three numbers together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. Then we had 4 and 2, so we get our answer of 2,416. If we added these together, we would see that it would give us the same answer. Now, for the standard algorithm, we're going to do 8 times 2, which is 16. 6, carry that 1 up to the top. 8 times 0 is 0, add the 1 in. We're going to bring the 1 down. 8 times 3 is 24, so there we have our answer of 2,416. Questions B and C are the same. When we get over here to number 2, it's just the partial products method, which we modeled over to the left. Now, for number 3, it's model with a tape diagram and solve. So it says 6 times as much as 384. So when we do a tape diagram, we're going to have one piece, and we're going to draw 6 groups of that because it says 6 times as much. Each group is 384, so we're going to draw each of those. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there are 3 of them, and our goal is to find the unknown, which is the whole. So to calculate this, we do 384 times 6, and the students can choose any method to solve that. They can do the partial products or they can do the standard algorithm. For the bottom here, it's the same process. They can choose the standard algorithm, the area model, the distributive property, or the partial products method. Hope this helps. Have a great night.